Harbor in New York, they had burned all the cabin furniture. They had taken down one of the masts and they had burnt it, but they kept their steam up and they made it. They won the race. 1835, the first advertised cruise was to the Faroe Islands. With Cunard, White Star went for the luxury. In other words, it would cost them less to get into the business going for luxury. If you couldn't afford those prices for the Titanic and some of the other cruise lines at that time, you could have gone to a Marorama and sailed without leaving dry land. Has anybody seen a Marorama? No. Well, it was like at the county fair. You would go down there, and this little device over here was a rocking back and forth container that you'd crawl into. It would rock back and forth in this direction. And then if you look out a porthole and rolling by on the screen would be the scene. This particular one was the journey, simulated a sea journey from Nice to Constantinople via Venice. So,
is there a prize for this?
Mauritania burning 1,000 tons a day. Well, here comes the Olympic. It only burns 650 tons of coal a day. So that's a significant drop, almost 40% cut in their use of the coal. So that cut down on their expenses a lot. And that was sailing at almost 22 knots an hour. I wonder how fast we're traveling now. The Olympic collided with Britain's HMS Hawke. Do you know who was the captain of the Hawke? A guy named E.J. Smith. You know what else he's famous for? Yeah. Well, he was the captain of the Titanic. Now, $2012. Third class, you would pay $40 to ride that ship in 1912. Today's money, $800. First class, $83,000. And the ship was so good. Who recognizes the kiss of a sailor is worth two of another, according to the sailors. If you're on the ground, put the best face on it, climb over the side and scrub the bottom while you wait for the tide to return. Tell them you did it on purpose. Today we will talk about how fast is a knot, we'll talk about how far is a nautical mile, and some other things like nautical terms, weather, ship's parts, language of the sea, good luck, and some other curiosities. The ship is going, it was all relative, you see. It didn't matter how actual speed, it mattered in a relative sense. Are we going faster than we were before? And 1 nautical mile equals 1.15. The highest tides of the world. Have you visited places where they've had extremely high tides?
I couldn't leave the flying.
20,000 tons of crude oil. And the part of the ship to the front fell off. Something else out there. We're in a tin environment, it's perfectly safe.
For the program people.